Hi fellow Aries, it's Becky from Northern Star Guidance and welcome to the monthly reading for the season of Pisces, which is February and some of March, as you know, because it is the last one before our season. Yay! Who's excited for Aries season? I am. I love spring. I love new beginnings, and that is pretty much Aries, isn't it? We are the new beginnings. So I'm just going to get the main heart of your reading out here. Yep. Some of them have randomly ended upside down. Oh well. Aries for Pisces season. And can we get another one? We've got affirmations that come up in the main read. If you haven't done so already, whether you watch this first and then watch the other one afterwards or switch it around, there is a main reading that is just for the energy of Pisces. So I would recommend having a watch of that as well, because that will link in with this as well. Oh my god, it's the rainbow dragon! That came out in the main read as well. And it's by far my favourite card. It's so pretty. So I will just very quickly have a read of these and then we'll get your reading and build it up around this. Affirmations. Powerful intentions manifest now. Be positive. And the affirmation is, I am the light divine, I am will, I am fixed design. Human beings are constantly conscious creators. We have the potential to shift a negative mindset to positive. This was a massive thing coming up in the main reading, so please give that a watch. Adjusting our thoughts and subtle brain waves through positive mantras, we are able to retrain our brains after trauma, kick bad habits, and set positive goals and intentions. We can change our perceptions by creating positive word sequences to alter our belief systems. The power of the I am presence has the potential to shift, awaken, and align our souls. Align our soul's blueprint to our physical being. I don't know what's going on today, by the way. I've been quite ill this week, but I am really struggling to read. The I am presence, and what is Aries? Aries is the I am. The I am presence is the higher aspect of ourself that connects directly to God or spirit or source, whatever you call the divine. Invoking the I am presence connects us with God, the universe, our higher selves, and to other realms of consciousness. Using the I am presence gives your affirmation power. I am strengthens your psyche on a conscious and subconscious level, creating power and intent with every statement. Previously, you may have tried using affirmations but lost motivation due to a lack of results. The key to success is to consciously remove words with negative connotations. True affirmations are spoken with belief in your heart's core, with no doubt placed upon their words. Right now, your higher self is asking you to be serious about your intentions, to create a positive and open mindset. Perseverance, will, and patience is required. Like the caterpillar, transformation takes time if you want long-lasting results. Acknowledge any thoughts, feelings, and possible resistance to positive statements. You are in a state of conflict. Ask yourself questions about why you feel this way and how you can cooperate to achieve the best possible outcome. Creating conversations with the self in this way supports deep change and resolution to past patterns and behaviour, invoking the I am presence with all your affirmations to solidify and anchor the change and transformation you desire. Using affirmations daily can improve your overall well-being. So I'm loving this. It's kind of keeping you present as well. So it's something I did for New Year's Eve. I did a vision board, and on that vision board, in fact, it was not a vision board even for the year. It was the vision board for my 40th birthday, which is not this April, this Aries season. It's the one after. So I had like 15 months to play with, and I cut out pictures of what I wanted my life to be like at 40. And I wrote things down like I was that person already. Like, I am fit, I am healthy, I am earning a good wage, I am living in this kind of house, in this sort of setting, and my business is this way. And I love that with this, because this is saying to do that with your affirmations. Whatever goal it is that you are wanting to achieve, whatever you're wanting to manifest. And something that I talk about with Pisces season. Pisces is the best season to manifest our ideas in, to start channeling that energy, like it said, from our higher selves, from God, from the universe, from spirit or source. This is channeling that energy into what we want to manifest. So really loving that, because this, I said that in the main reason that this is the behind the scenes before we go out on stage in Aries season. Aries season is going to be our stage, especially ours, because it's our season. But even for the collective, when we move into Aries, you start focusing on who we are. The I am, it's the ego. Please don't think of the ego in a bad sense. Aries are like, ego is what is one of our core traits, is recognizing our self-worth and understanding that energy. Ego is a positive thing. It's like anything. I think ego gets a bit of a bad rep. But either way, coming away from that, right now we're in Pisces, which is the I believe. That is the spirit of this season. This is channeling the I believes. This is the practicing backstage, getting everything set so that we can open the curtains on Aries season and present everything that we've been working on. Whatever our goals are, that is when we then take the action to bring that into our new cycle. Because Aries is the start of the zodiac cycle. And we go through that change again. We shed skin again. Feel that with the rainbow dragon. Oh, I had the page and I've dropped it. Chatting away. Be honest with yourself and others. Release your burdens. So, no, go on, we'll read it all. Why not? Floating within the golden ascension rays, the rainbow dragon is making you aware of what is required for you to act in truth and honesty. Bringing the vibration from the golden ray, the rainbow dragon opens connections to your higher self, the central sun, and angelic and ascended masters' realms, while centering you in the present. Through the dragon's movements, the frequency and vibration of the rainbow spectrum dissipates negative blocks and karmic debris. But only if you're willing to accept the change required to break down walls and barriers that stop you from moving forward. Powerful and unstoppable, once you activate your rainbow dragon, prepare for swift and sudden change. Bringing harmony and change in a positive direction, the rainbow dragon is the protector, harmonizer, destructor, and creator all in one. Connecting to the elements, the dragon is here to assist you in raising your vibration and consciousness through the energy of the elements. As the creator of action, you are encouraged to follow your truth with honesty and integrity. Right now, honesty is required in all areas of your life. When you begin to unburden yourself, you allow yourself to be open to the gift of the universe. Now is the time to get busy. There's that behind the scenes feel again. Ask the elements for assistance to work through your present issue. Which elements can help you in your current situation? Focus on the rainbow dragon. Which colour are you attracted to in the card? So just have a moment there and I'll read through them. So if you're drawn to the pinkish purple sort of colours, that is earth, grounding, nature, practical life cycles, balance and harmony. If it is white that you're drawn to, this is air. This is doing breath and meditation, clarity of consciousness. Water is blue, if you're drawn to any blue areas of the card. This is assessing and freeing emotion, truth and expression. Fire is red or orange colours. Finding your passion. And spirit is the purple that you can see, or the violet. Placing you on your life direction, harmonizing yin-yang energies, emergence of one of spiritual law, identifying patterns and rules governing life, creation, awareness, and higher frequencies. So, this is bringing in our goals with intent. There's a whole lot of manifestation going on here, and like I say in the main read, that is the spirit of this season as well. It's the perfect time to do it. Yeah, please let me know in the comments as well, like what colour you were drawn to, and like it intrigues me that. Right, okay. Bottom of deck, underlying energy, 7 of Swords, driven by the 3 of Pentacles. The present in the headspace, we've got the Empress. And 4 of Cups in the future. Ace of Pentacles in the past of the heart space. And 10 of Pentacles. Interesting that we have earth energy coming out in our heart space here. And then pass for the foundations. We've got the Queen of Wands. There's our energy there. 2 of Swords. And the 8 of Wands. Whole lot of earth energy going on here. And since we are talking about manifestation, sorry, and bringing our dreams into reality, that's no wonder really, is it? So let's see what energy we are coming in with here. So a 7 of Swords, this can be, it's seen as the card of deceit, but it's asking you, is it worth the fight? Is it worth the battle? And I feel a sense of choosing battles wisely here. Because the 3 of Pentacles is working together. And I feel like, I mean, this might be a tense relationship with someone that you have to work with. I feel like there's that little bit of like, oh, I don't want to like make a wrong step here. There seems to be a bit of caution or skirting round an issue. Then we've got the Empress in the centre, and this is coming from a place of abundance. Very just instantly drawn to the fact that we've got the Pisces Aries here. And here, this is where I'm feeling this manifesting our abundance, manifesting the things that we want, but also understanding that we can't do it alone. Aries, I know what we're like. I know that we're headstrong and we want to do things our way. But I feel like there's a sense of compromise with this energy that's coming in here. This Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords energy. This is asking, is it worth butting heads with that person, or will you be more productive if you can find a middle ground, if you can find a way of working with that? I mean, I do also know that Aries make fantastic leaders and we are all on board with teamwork. But sometimes that means that we have to step out of the limelight a little in order to get things done, basically. I feel like there's a sense of knowing our role there, knowing what role we are playing within this circumstance. This does feel more sort of project related, whether it's working on a project. It could be personal projects. It doesn't have to be, I mean, I'm oddly thinking about buying a house for some of you. It feels like that, I'm getting that sort of thing of buying a house, of needing to get help, of needing to ask for help, of needing to show forms and show that you can afford what it is that you're going for. It could be getting a business loan. That's sort of coming up for me. It's a very practical energy. And look at all the pentacles that we've got coming up there. It's very pentacles, swords, and wands. Aside from this Four of Cups, which is, especially if you are in lockdown right now, this is feeling that sort of boredom. But I mean, I feel with this one, like, he's at least attempting to occupy his mind. And if you're anything like me, when you feel in that Four of Cups energy, you start focusing on what you can improve within yourself. You start looking for projects to work on, whether it is, that's what I've done this lockdown. I've been trying to declutter my life and just get rid of the mass amounts of toys that we have. I think post-Christmas and pre-son's birthday has inspired that. But yeah, I feel that with this Four of Cups energy, that it's, yes, everything's bored and stagnant, but we're still focusing on something. We're still finding something to do to keep us occupied, or we would just go insane and we'd drive everyone nuts and take everyone with us, wouldn't we? I'm going to get clarifiers as I go. Oh my word, I've just picked it up and look who's on the bottom. It's blended pleasure. Yeah, sorry, so got distracted by that then. The Empress in the centre, coming from a place of abundance. I feel like getting all our pieces together, getting everything together so we are ready. We are ready as soon as we are allowed to, we can go with this. It's that sort of energy. I feel like there's a lot in the waiting here. This is why I'm thinking of like buying a house or getting a business loan. It's feeling very like that energy, that you're waiting or needing to compromise and work with other people and discuss these things with other people. And we don't like waiting, do we? It's the other thing with the Four of Cups, is boredom, of just like, please, I know what I want. I know what I want. I just want to get there now. Let's see, why is that Empress there? Ooh, wow. Okay, there's far too much that's come out there. Oppression and love coming out though. They're meant to come out, they'll come out again. Keep seeing the 10 of Wands actually. Oh, devil energy. Oh my word, this come up in last week's reading. Are some of you giving into pleasures? Whether it is overeating, overindulging, that's the sort of energy that I get up here. I feel like it is all play and not much work going on. And if you've been in the UK, and look who we've got on the bottom there, the oppressions. I feel like it's just getting a little too much for us now. It's like we know that we've overindulged in something. And that's why this is coming up. Breaking down old patterns, old behaviours, old ideas, shedding the skin. Destruction and creation at the same time. That's thrown a completely different vibe to that reading, hasn't it? Getting the devil up there with the Empress. That has it came up last week in the weekly reading, I believe. And there's a group I'm on called Tarot Academy on Facebook, and I posted about it on there just to see what other people felt about this vibe. There was a whole lot that come out about maybe around sex and sensuality and being a bit free in that respect. But yeah, someone else posted they'd done a personal spread for themselves and they got the same out. They got it the other way around, that the devil came out and then the Empress as the clarifier. And I was saying that for me it came out in a general reading for everybody, so it is possible that it is the energy of the season at the moment, and it's not just about us individually. And this is where I'm thinking overindulging. I'm relating this to my experiences at the moment, but over the last few weeks, I have been so uninterested and unmotivated in doing anything. I have been in that Four of Cups sort of state. And it has caused me to overeat more. It's caused me to indulge more in pleasures rather than work. There's been a whole, I watched through an entire TV series. Like, I've not been able to sleep of a night. I've not been getting to sleep till 3 a.m. I've just been binge watching stuff on Netflix. And that is that energy that's coming up there. But this is being ready to snap out of it now. It's like, yeah, I've done that, but I want to do work now. I am actually ready to get up in the morning and feel like I'm going to work again. So let's see why that Four of Cups is coming up in the future. Illusionary success. See, oddly, I wonder if some of us have just been daydreaming a little. It's like, yeah, I'm not motivated for anything but just imagining being on a beach somewhere, being surrounded by luxury and having all those things that you want, but we're not going to achieve anything if we're sitting in this energy. if we're sitting watching Netflix and we're eating loads of pizza, this is like, yeah, you know, by summer I'm going to have that beach body while you're sat eating pie and cakes. It's that sort of energy that's coming through. But we have choice. I mean, looking across this top bot here, we've got Seven of Swords, and then the other end, the Seven of Cups. Is it worth fighting for? Is it worth dreaming about? What's missing is the action here. There's no action going on here. There's a whole lot of daydreaming and knowing that we need to... This is get back to work. Oh my word. It is getting back to work. I'm seeing this a whole lot different now. I'm feeling like this is more our own battle with ourselves. Of like, oh, well, I don't want to go back to work. I don't want to, but at the same time, I want the results from it. How do we get the results? I feel like this is a big energy shift for us to start thinking, well, I want to achieve these goals and I'm not going to get them with my current mindset and my current state of being. That's why we've got this, saying those affirmations. Yeah, very similar to my vision board. Say those affirmations, say it like you're there. Sorry about the interruption there, I've just had to pause. I think we're ready to move on to the heart space now, weren't we? So, in the past here, we've got this Ace of Pentacles, which I love. This is the seed that we plant. This is the thought, the idea, and I feel like there's that thought, that idea that has been building in our mind, or something we keep returning to. I know it's Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles, it's the possibility of prosperity. It's planting something that we want to grow, that we want to put our time and effort and our ideas into. And something I was saying in the main reading, which looks at the elemental energy as well, is where an idea starts first is in our heart, in our passions. We get that feeling, then we get that thought that goes with the feeling. Then we take action on that, and then we bring it into reality. So before you even reach this Ace of Pentacles, you will have had to go through all the other suits. This is the final stage of, right, okay, I have got this thought, this idea, this drive, this seed that I want to plant, and I want to grow it. I want to put time and effort. This is when we reach the state of bringing it into our reality. And I feel like something has been calling to us there, but we just haven't, we've sort of missed this step, the action step that brings it into the reality. I mean, look what we've got here. In the past, we've got the Ace, and in the 10, this is what we're hoping for and we're aiming for is success, fulfillment, having abundance, like the Empress here. There's our oak tree in the back that we grew from the seed. And I feel like for a lot of us, this has just been in our head so far. We've got the thought, the idea, we've got the wish to put our time and effort and our resources into it. But I just feel like we haven't been committing as much to it as we want to. For whatever reason, whatever blocks are coming up, I said this with the affirmation one on this, of have a look at that and which are you drawn to, because that might give you some answers there. You've got the root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakra. So maybe have a look at that, of where you're being blocked. And it could just purely be, I don't want to say a confidence thing, because I mean, we're Aries, right? But even Aries sometimes lack confidence to go and do something. You could be super confident in some areas, and I think my experience of being an Aries and how I feel Aries for me is sometimes I can be all talk and no action. I can be like, oh yeah, I really want to go and do that one day. And then it never moves past that. Because something Aries are very good at is beginnings. We are the start. We start something, and then somewhere along the way we get distracted by something else, or we get just a little bit comfortable. I feel like this is a time for us to reconnect with this, to reconnect with what it is we want to achieve. Because we've already started it. This is seeing it through, because we want that. We want the oak tree. We want to have enough to be able to share with others. And this is our legacy. I feel that's where we're at here. I mean, Pisces is the dreamer season. This is the time to reconnect with those dreams, to find our life's purpose and our soul's purpose. And like it said with this rainbow dragon, what area is it of that we need to be putting our time and effort in to make this happen, to reach that success? She knew what we wanted, and she was ready to put the effort in. This is our card. She is very confident and sure of herself, and she takes action. She puts time and effort into creative projects. That's the other thing. She puts creativity into it. And we did that. We took the action in our foundation. This is the foundation down the bottom here. We had the seed in our heart. We had the will and the drive. And then we took action, and then what happened here? Feel like we hit a barrier. We just hit this, that, that sigh is a place that, just can't move, can't be bothered. And I feel like that's where, where some of us are getting stuck. Ace of Pentacles, felt you, abundance. Here's our oak tree again. We've got the Eight of Wands under the bottom there as an underlying energy. I think that's it. I think particularly if you're in the UK that is under lockdown now, if you're still under lockdown, I think that this is causing the stagnancy. Aries naturally love being around other people. We love talking to people, listening to people. We're quite social creatures. Most of us. My ex-husband, not so much. He's a very reserved Aries. But yeah, I feel like, see, we've got this aspect of other people again coming in, working with other people. Three, that's what the threes are. It's creating, but as a group, as a whole. And I feel like that's important here. That to achieve this, to get to this, there's the need of help of other people. And whether that is just emotional support in our heart space, having our friends and family around us, having some fun time, reconnecting with people. I think sometimes just, I mean, this is not rest. I feel like there's need to let our hair down, but this is not rest. It's indulgence. And, sorry, I'm going to be blunt here, it's laziness masquerading as rest. You ever have those days where you wake up and you just don't have the energy? I feel like all the energy is just drained away from us. This is what was keeping us going, is having a purpose, having people around us, celebrating, having things to celebrate, parties, birthdays, going out for a meal or a drink with someone. I feel like there's a need to let your hair down. And if you're in a place like like the UK is at the moment, where that's not possible, it's not possible to celebrate in the way we used to, then we need to find another way of doing it. It could be going for a walk with your friend in the park. I think for those who are in the UK, over the next few days, we are going to hear about relaxing the lockdown rules. So hopefully that'll be really good news for a lot of us, that we can go for a walk with friends again and other households. Because I feel like we need that now. We need that. But we also need to get out of this funk. I know it takes a lot of strength and a lot of willpower. It's what the I am is. I am creation. I am will. I am love. Embody that. Let's see what this Ten of Pentacles is there for. Wow, right on it. Seven of Wands. I think this come up on the main read as well. It came up in there as sort of a boundaries and barriers, but I don't feel like that. This is, so all right, we've got 3 sevens up actually now, haven't we? The only one missing is the Seven of Pentacles, which makes sense really, because I don't feel like we've grown what we want to grow. We're still somewhere between Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles over here. But we've got Seven of Swords. Is it worth fighting for? Seven of Cups. Is it worth the dream? Is it worth dreaming about it and putting our heart into it? And the Seven of Wands. Is it worth defending? And it is. I feel very much like he is defending that pot of gold there. I feel like this is a question of remembering what you're striving for. There was, oh God, I'm going to have to start writing down who says these things. That I watch a lot of speakers, like TED Talks and, oh God, so many masterclasses and summits that I keep getting up on Instagram. I love listening to them. I love taking on, exploring other people's mindsets and taking bits from that help further me and help keep me motivated. I do find them really motivating. And one of them said something about choosing your struggles. I think it was the Take the Damn Trip. Have a look into Take the Damn Trip, D-A-M-Y. Sorry, D-A-M-N. Dyslexia. Take the Damn Trip. And I mean, I absolutely loved listening to that woman and the woman who set that up. I'm awfully sorry, I've forgotten her name. I think it's Susan. Oh God, I'm so sorry. But she has got a really wonderful, courageous soul. And something she was saying about choosing your struggle. Because life is full of struggles. Oh, it wasn't her. Sorry, it was one of the speakers on that summit. And I think she runs Biz Mums. Moms, sorry, American. But she was saying about choosing your struggle, because life always has struggles and strife. And you've got to choose what you're worth putting up with in order to get what you want to achieve. And that's the energy I'm feeling here. Like she was saying, she really wanted to get out of debt before she started her business. And she already had 2 jobs, and she took on a 3rd job because to her, it made sense to struggle for that small amount of time and put up with it in order to reach what she wanted, the goal that she wanted of getting out of debt. And I thought that's such a profound thing, to choose our struggles. Because it's true. To get anywhere, we grow through our struggles. And like, I remember the very first time I wrote a 500-word essay. It's the first time that I'd wrote an essay where I had to count the words and have a word count on it. And I remember being worried about this and fretting over it. It was in like my first year of college or something. And I was like, oh my God, 500 words. How am I going to do it? And I ended up having to cut it down. But by the time I got to uni and we were writing 1,500 words, 2,000, 2,500. And I remember looking back and thinking back to that 500-word essay and how much I was nervous about it and struggling with it. And then just a few years later, God, 500 words is nothing. And that's the energy I'm getting here, of just needing to push ourselves that bit more and see that it means it's going to be uncomfortable and we've got to work hard and we've got to put effort and that in, but it'll get us where we want to. And I feel like it's taken those steps as well, taking those small calculated steps. Something the woman who does the Take the Damn Trip framework, she talks about micro movements, making micro, if we sort of start the ball rolling, but just taking little steps towards our goal, we might not be able to get that big. I mean, this is going from the ace to the 10, and that's very Aries. It's like, oh, I've got an idea. How do I get from A to Z? There's not, we miss out the entire alphabet in the middle of those little steps. This is taking those little steps, getting the ball rolling, and it might just be little micro goals. So really loving that, and I'm glad that I got to speak about that summit, because it was really interesting. She is coming up all over the place. But let's see. I'm not gonna, do you know what? I'm not gonna get one from the Queen. I'm not gonna get one for the Queen of Wands. I think she spoke enough. She is us. She is the Aries embodiment of us, of our passions and that. And like I said, I feel like she got this ball rolling. She got it started, but now it's just kind of stopped. So I'm going to get 2 for this 2 of Swords. There we go. Hanged Man, which is Pisces. The card for Pisces. I always feel like the High Priestess is as well. Two of Swords, come on. King of Pentacles. There's our micro movements. Hangman. We're just kind of hanging around, aren't we? Hanging around upside down and wondering how to move forward. This is what happens when we've got that big dream and it's just not knowing the alphabet really of how to get there. Here's the A, here's the Z. How do we find those steps in the middle? And that's why we're stuck, isn't it? That's why we've stopped, is to just figure that shit out. King of Pentacles. Look what he's got. He has mastered the earth realm, mastered his finances and his physical reality. In fact, this is Aries and Taurus energy. It's the combination of Aries and Taurus energy. It's fire and earth. Oh no, it's not. We've got air and earth symbol. But either way, not focusing on the astrological parts in that. The King of Pentacles will think things through and make sure that he is, I'm going to say, putting his money where his mouth is, because that's what it feels like. It feels like, okay, we've been talking about this idea and now we need to start building it. Because he builds things. So I'm thinking back to that. Taking micro steps towards our goals. Perfect success on the bottom there. How do we build a castle? Brick by brick. This is drawing up the plans to your castle. This is looking at your castle complete and being like, sitting back and being like, yes, I can invite people over now. We can have that big meal in the Great Hall. Don't know why I've got castles going on, but we have. He'll build it brick by brick. And I think this can be a challenge for Aries. I mean, I've got a lot of Sagittarius in my chart as well. I actually have more Sagittarius than any other sign. And I'm unsure as to whether that is a Sagittarian trait, an Aries trait, or a mixture of the two. But I get bored very easily. My focus cannot remain in the same place for too long. And I get a little impatient with the building part. And that's why we've got King of Pentacles here saying, look, some movement is better than no movement. And at the moment, while we're dreaming of tens, but we're down in the aces, we're not making any progress. King of Pentacles says, all right, what step can you do now? What little steps can you take to get to that 10, or to get to this 10, to get to that success and happiness that you want to build? And this is, I mean, look, we're looking at tens. This is inheritance. This has got family in it as well. This is taking steps to build our legacy that we will leave behind. Really big stuff. And Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, which is, it's taking swift action, but from the place of where you are now. And it could just be, I mean, this is all about communication as well. This could be just putting that idea out there. This is setting your intentions, saying your affirmation. This is vision board stuff. So if you haven't built a vision board or designed a vision board, you can do it on Pinterest. It doesn't have to be a physical thing. Just start having a look at, you know, how you want your life to be and what steps you can take towards it. Oh, the Four of Cups. Come on, get out of it. I feel like you need to share this with, even if it's just in the mirror to yourself. Oh my word, what is going on? So, we've got the Seven of Swords up here and the Four of Cups up here, and then down here for this Ace of Wands we have got, is that blended pleasure? Blanded. It feels more bland than anything. And unstable effort. And that's what it is. We've lost our effort. This is bringing it back. And you might not have that energy to pull out of this yet. So what small steps can you take? If you're not in the mood, like I've barely posted on social media for the last 2 weeks because I was in this slump. I was in that energy of just, I didn't even want to speak to people. just didn't have the energy or the will or anything. And I thought, oh God, it's driving me crazy. I'd reached my limit of I don't want to be in this energy anymore, and nothing seems to be moving or progressing or anything. And I'd watched that Take the Damn Trip summit. And even that, like, while it was motivating and it was really interesting and it gave me lots of ideas for things, I still just didn't have the energy or the will to do anything about it. And then it was just last night, actually. Yeah, it was last night, and I was sitting down to watch Sherlock Holmes. Started rewatching the BBC version of Sherlock Holmes. And I thought, you know what, while I'm sat here, I'm going to get my laptop, because I might not be in the mood to be on social media and talk to people, but I've got all these ideas and things that I want to do for my business. So I'm going to do a little bit of research. And just by doing that, just by looking at a few websites, reading up on a few platforms that I'm going to be looking at using for subscription channels and that opened a world of possibility and inspired me and got me energetic. And it got me writing things down and being like, yeah, I'm going to go and do this. And it just relit that fire inside of me for it. So this is what I feel like that message is. I always feel weird because when I'm reading for Aries, I am reading for myself as well. And I'm very much feeling this. This is how it's coming through for me. And I'm hoping that you can take those energies and apply that to you in your circumstances too. Sorry, this has turned out to be quite a long one. Right, let's see. I'm using angels and ancestors. I've not used these in so long. Whoa, way too many. Aries, advice for Pisces season. Go on this spread. What's the advice for Aries? Go on this spread. Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. That's harking back to that original feeling that I had of needing to play nice with people. It's interesting, this, because this is about being open to healing information from people. And I think Aries have that stubbornness about them. There's quite a few signs in the zodiac, actually, that if someone came up to you with advice, that you would just instantly shut it down based on the fact that they are giving you advice. And I can highly relate to that. And I always try with my messages to keep it as balanced as possible. So I'm not telling you what you should do, simply giving you the energy and asking you to apply it how you see fit in your life. But this could be someone picking up on how you're feeling and trying to support you with that. And whilst we might not appreciate that at first, I feel like this is having a think about it later and being like, you know what, that person's right. And sometimes we need that kick up the arse. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. So Peacekeeper says, choose peace and happiness over the need to be right. Rather than trying to prove a point, save your energy for what's important. You may be feeling on edge due to a stressful situation. There's a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your point, and get the truth across. Who does that sound like? But you're being reminded by ancestor wisdom that truth will always be revealed in the end. It's more important at this time to avoid arguments or heated discussions where you know you'll be fighting a losing battle. There is much more power in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective. This will allow you to connect deeply to the guidance within and the intuition that will lead you towards the healing of the whole situation, along with any wounds it may have inflicted on you. Choose peace, you know it's calling to you. I'll just have a quick read of the Medicine Guardian as well. Be open to healing information. Listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. I mean, it might not, my mum, she's a Libra, and she is complete opposite energy to me. She is literally my opposite sign. Although I am a Virgo moon, and she's on the cusp. She is on the day that it changes from Virgo to Libra. Is it Libra to Virgo? Virgo to Libra, isn't it? Sorry, I've got wrapped up in that. But yeah, she is like the queen of unsolicited advice. There's problems that you're not even thinking about, and she will come and try to solve them for you. And I always say my mum, she's a good mum. Her heart's in the right place, but she mothers the world. And that's it's a fantastic thing to do. And I always find that it doesn't matter if she's saying something right, I instantly dismiss it because I'm a headstrong Aries. And I know what I'm doing, and I know my life, and I know how I want my life to be. But I think sometimes people can see from outside perspective, and whilst the advice may not be relevant, the fact that they see that something is going on with you, that in itself is helpful in us understanding, like, I don't know, someone saying that you look really tired today. Is everything okay? Because sometimes we get so busy and so wrapped up in our lives and so stuck in our own heads that we don't notice certain things. So I feel like that is something to be aware of as well, of what other people are seeing in you. Are you eating right? Are you looking after yourself right? So the extended message for Medicine Guardian is you're being exposed to information and insights that will have a dramatic healing effect upon your life. If you're working through something mentally or emotionally, know that there are spirit energies supporting your healing. If you're working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive of your well-being. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness, and you are on the road to receiving that wholeness once more. So, loving this. It's a nice little wrap up to the energy that we've been looking at anyway in this reading, of getting back on track, of getting out of our slump and getting ready for Aries season. Right, hope you all have a wonderful month ahead, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.